For our couple and to all of you, our dear guests, because this is our responsibility to tell the couple they seek it, to live happily ever after. Everybody wants that, di ba? Gusto natin lagi. Kung saan nang matagal, wala namang tao kung nakita o pinapasal na nag-expect na mabilis lang sila. We all expect to live together as forever, di ba? Ang Dr. Reverend Father Angelo Ibase, madalas niya akong mapanood sa TV, sa TV5, Good Morning Kapatid, sa Payong Kapatid, at sa Julius and Tintin Babaw, para sa Pamilyang Pilipino, and also sa Billionaire News Channel, kapag relasyon ng pag-uusapan. And also sa KMJS. I-KMJS muna yan. Lagi po tayo nandoon. So, since favorite tayo ng media, siguro may sekreto tayo talaga malalaman. No? Unang tanong ko sa inyong lahat, kayo ba ay naniniwala sa perfect marriage? Taas po ang kamay. Perfect marriage. Wala. Meron man, nahiya. No? Taas. So, ibig sabihin, may problema tayo. May problema tayo dyan. Ibig sabihin, baka hindi natin naintindihan yung salitang perfect marriage. Socrates, a Greek philosopher, told us, wisdom is the beginning of definition of terms. Anong ibig niya sabihin? When you define the word, it will become a wisdom for all of us. So let's define perfect. Baka hindi natin naintindihan those two words, perfect marriage. Perfect means alignment. Etymology, just go backwards if you want to know the truth. Check the etymology of every word, where it all started, how it all started. So it was invented. The word was invented, but at the time na nagsasaliksik yung tao ng sagot sa mga problema natin. So measurements was invented also, inch, weight, kilo, etc. So may mga products silang ginagawa na mayroong measurement. Let's say cabinet or damit. Before they do that, may design. May measurement. Because otherwise, they will end up experimenting kung walang design na pinag-isipan. So, pag nagawa ng produkto, they call it perfect because it matches the design of the product according to his mind. Alam niyo na? Naintindihan niyo na kaya? That is alignment. Now, let's talk about the word marriage. Marriage means, or from the word gem, it also means covenant. Hindi siya promise. You're not giving promise or promises to each other. Alam niyo kung kanino kayo nagpa-promise? Doon sa gumawa ng marriage, sa author ng marriage. Because marriage is the very first institution created in the world. In the Garden of Eden. Nobody has ever contested that. Marriage really started from the Garden of Eden, created by God. Kaya you're both promising to your Creator. And here's the problem when you violate your promises or covenant to your Creator. It has a built-in punishment. You don't need to go to court kapag nag-aaway na kayo. Sa bahay pa lang, mag-aaway na kayo talaga. If you fail to respect Him, if you fail to love Him. Because that's the need of each of you every day, on a daily basis. Also, marriage is from the word gem, which means you are both precious stones. The gems are just scattered, di ba? Pinopolekta lang nila yan, then pinupurify, inaalis ang mga dumi, tubig, dirt, etc. Through heat and pressure, they are purified. Which means, habang nagtatagal kayo, dapat naaalis na ang mga pangit na ugali. Dapat naaalis na ang maruruming pag-uugali. Kaya nga bawal na talaga ang bisyo. Inom, alak, sigarilyo, babae. Bakit kasama ang sigarilyo? It will only destroy you. Ang usapan live together as you both grow old. Walang iwanan. Diba? Hindi pwedeng abusuhin ang katawan at iiwanan mo yung asawa mo nag-iisa. Diba? You just broke your promise because you abuse your body. If you continue to do your vices, kaya bawal na. And that's even in the family code, in Article 1, about the definition of marriage. Because it's a special contract that you cannot impose your terms and conditions. While in ordinary civil contract, you can impose. You buy a car, you build a house. But in marriage, it's the law that will dictate your words and actions to each other, your treatment to each other, and how you handle your family. Okay? Napag-isipan na yun, maraming centuries. Marami na nag-asawa kasi. So they studied, bakit laging may conflict sa babae at lalaki ito na nagsasama? Talagang 99% ang conflict when a male and a female live together as husband and wife. And they experience conflict because they don't know the design of the product called marriage. So if you want to enjoy your marriage, consult the manufacturer of the product. Consult the maker of the product called marriage. Ano ang sabi ng manufacturer of the product? After they disobeyed touching the fruit, forbidden fruit, but it was actually marriage. It was sex that happened there in marriage. Kaya whether you are married or not, the natural laws or the divine laws of marriage will cover you. Kahit hindi ka magpakasal, mag-aaway kayo. Magsiselos at magsiselos ang bawat sa inyo. Okay? So in that event, God told the man, nag-asawa ka, you will provide. Bubungkalin mo na lahat ng pagkain mo because in the Garden of Eden, you are enjoying everything. Just like a responsible parents, pag gising mo may pagkain ka, may baon ka sa school, may kotse ka, kumayan mo. No? Diba? Having a responsible parent will provide us of all our needs until the time that we can stand on our own. Ganon din sa'yo, di ba? If you have responsible parents, malaking ka na maayos until you can stand on your own. Ano ngayon ang epekto ng mag-asawa sila? Pinalayas sila sa Garden of Eden. They are left on their own. Why? Because God commands obedience. God requires obedience. We are not entitled to oppose or give conditions before we follow. We are not entitled to that. It's only in the democracy concept. Okay? So God told the husband, lahat ng kakainin mo ngayon, magagaling na sa pawis mo. Because in the Garden of Eden, you are enjoying your life. While you are in your parents, you are enjoying your life as a single. Now it's never. Ganun ka din. Ma'am, dahil nag-asawa ka, you will experience 4 different things. Genesis chapter 3, verse 17. Number 1, in pain, I will increase your pain in childbirth. That's the first effect. If the maker says there is an increase, baka dati nang mahirap manganak. Pero dinagdagan pa. No? Second, in pain you will bring forth children. There will always be pain while you're carrying children. So there will always be a need to check up. Maternity check-up. And you'll pay for that. Ha? Mabudgetan mo talaga yan. Diba? Because she will never like in pain. Okay? Third, your desire will always be to your husband. Lagi mo na naisin ang husband mo, makausap mo, makatabi mo, makausap mo, etc. Sa ayaw mo sa gusto, you will feel that. That's the effect. Natural effect. Pang-apat, he will rule over you. That's the fourth. So the equality only happened in Genesis chapter 1 when they have yet to get married. Yes, both of you can be a leader. You are given both the authority to have dominion over the fish of the sea, the fowls of the air, etc., etc. You both have that authority. Okay. But in Genesis chapter 2, when they got married, God has to make sure that these two will not kill each other. By telling the woman, he will rule over you. So, in that case, oh, he's very happy to know that. In that case, there's a requirement for you to submit. But there's a catch, according to the scientists. There's a catch for that. When you decide alone, you become a dictator. That's not a requirement of God. To be a ruler, you have to consult your part of your body. And that's your queen, as I heard from both of you. She needs to be consulted before you make a decision. Okay? Para hindi ka sumbatan later on. Di ba? Ikaw lang naman nag-decide yun. O, pag kinonsulta mo, kinonsulta kita, ha? Tapos sinabi ko sa'yo yung consequences. Pinag-aralan natin pareho. Kaya we made the right decision together. Ganun dapat. Okay? Because the requirement of the Maker is for you to be one body. Di ba? You will leave your father and mother and cling to your wife. And the goal is to become one body. And one body requires only one head. When both of you, if you exercise also your power to rule, your one body will have two heads. And that is called a monster. Diba? God is a God of order. Hindi siya gagawa ng katawan na may dalawang ulo. So siya ang ulo. Give him the chance to lead. If you don't take that role seriously, she can take over your role. Because she can also be a leader. And you will never like that. Walang lalaking gusto na pinatatakbo ng babae ang buhay mo. You never like it, right? Di ba? Di ba no, sir? Pinatatakbo ng babae buhay niyo, papayag kayo?
No choice.
Pwede, pero hindi mo tutuwa sa iyo. For a time, kung pwede, matitiis ka. For 1 year siguro. On the second year, hinahanap mo na yan. Nawawala na yan. Wala ang lalaki na gustong binibigtahan. Okay? That's the design of marriage. So, the goal is, alisin ang bisyo, alisin ang mga nagpapasaya sa sarili because you need to make your spouse na happy. That's the goal. Grow all together. Kasama kang tumanda. Okay? Kaya I will ask you to sing this song for her. I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you well when your arthritis is bad. And all I wanna do is grow old with you. Palakpakan naman natin. Growing old with you. Huh? That's your vow today onwards. Do not forget that. Kaya nga, forget the vices. Forget the things that make you happy. Because you are now required to make him happy. You are now required. Whatever situation is. Galit ka man, wala ka mang pera, whatever situation, you will have to give what you need. So, congratulations to both